Oh there, wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man. May I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given... ever a man of leisure. Would it pain you greatly to assist me along the little voyage I intend to undertake to... Should it be the nature of our acquaintance that interests you, well, you may safely clap. Should it be the nature of your present interlocutor that you desire to drag from the dark and unknown, I shall be glad to aid in your quest for illumination and identify myself as Elminster. Elminster Omar. Now, if this answer satisfies you, let us linger no longer in this... Oh, a splendid... My thanks for your excellent guidance. Ah, and yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Bortity washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught, but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it? And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale, even in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works, if only one keeps up the practice.
Oh, for the love of...
Fine, fine. I'll turn a deaf ear to the clarion calls with which my scorned stomach beseeches me. Plenty to digest, after all.
Elminster!
Right. Gale, my boy, I've come to address... I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Thank you for that most considerate reminder.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider... forgiveness?
She would consider... what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils. They choose the instruments of their will with great precision. Sometimes the single drops we think we are do not realize what waves we are building up to be. Do not discount yourself, and by the same token, do not discount your enemy. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mystra's belief that only you can. I doubt not your conviction.
The orb.
Precisely. Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help, or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
No, indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend. But such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Meine hastra mistraril Italion thras annas distra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you. With Elminster has never left. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days. The Doddering Act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most... For Mystra to have sent him. The severity of her bidding could not be clearer. All time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left. Of course.
Don't be shy.
Careful, I bite.
What am I to do?
still in control. Just.
A long way to go still.
No time to rest. Keep the blade close. Still alive. So that's progress.
Come, there are important matters to discuss.
Can't afford to stay idle. Let's march!
Someone there?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Is life but a waking death, or doth it serve some other purpose?
I wonder.
There are important matters to discuss.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
What a day.
Intestines throb, blood whispers.
Those shadows. There's power coursing through them. There's a power to these shadows. A familiar one. I swear I can feel it.
It's the only way to Moonrise Towers. We have to push through.
I've got a long road ahead.
Living without sunlight isn't so bad, Astarion. Where I came from, we would often work exclusively under cover of darkness.
Yes, but you chose darkness. I was cast into it. The sun was banished from my life. Forbidden. And we all lust after the forbidden, don't we?
This place is heavy.
Something good here, I hope.
the shadows.
Stay together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there? Enough not to trust a voice from the darkness. Come into the light. Hands high. Jonas, move in! Jonas? Can you see our torches?
I can't see anything! Something's wrong.
Follow my voice. Come back to the light.
Who's there? Meg? Is that?
Jonas?
There you are. Come. Join me.
Jonas.
Harpers, you heard the man.
No escape. Quickly.
Can't give up. Bleed for me.
Put him up. Again. Tactical. Shit. Took units. Make every strike count. What are you doing?
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Well done. Now we've got to move. And up. Keep your torch high. If you step into the shadows, you'll be felled in a heartbeat. Your funeral. Far as we can... The shadows will get you eventually, the deeper in you go. Keep... Harpers, move out!
Hey, good looking.
I can feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me.
Father, they will die for you.
The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. Carried away? Hardly. Lady Shah wouldn't bless those signs we found about Dark Justiciars.
That dead bird's been corrupted by the shadows. Would be wise to leave it alone.
This place is protected. Must be the refuge the Harpers spoke of.
Something must be keeping it at bay.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy. He's with me.
Come. Jahira!
Through the grapevine? Absolutely. This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul. Stand down! Or we'll put you down! I'm not interested in the Absolute's manipulations. Harpers, cut this true soul!
Stop! What are you doing? He's the one who saved us!
He's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yep. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved one of my friends from a druid with a snake. Knows when to be discreet too. I pretty much trust him with my life.
A true soul with a mind of his own? How is that possible? You sound so confident for someone who's so wrong. Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand why you, the enigma that you are, suddenly crossed our path. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? Then you found an ally in me. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink.
It's for a good cause.
Aye. Our asses.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira.
Don't you know the whole story? Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Pretty, but it can take a beat.
It'll need to. Clerics.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I brought enough to see us through. Take care now.
Preparing to march, I wager. Seems that way.
If you have an alternative in mind, please propose it.
Don't wander far. We need to talk. Please. Be... Oh, my gods. To your very good health.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Indulge me. A paralyzing agent? Oh, I do not think we're quite so far gone. Yet. You don't know what you're missing. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Just answer the question. But a river can flood and break its banks. If the parasite changes you, tries good. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with... The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Gadrick Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Kedrick Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye, he healed, right in front of me, and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless. You are that hope. I do. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end. You're the only one who can get inside the towers. Besides, you need this. You need to heal yourself of your infection. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. I am a cleric of Our Lady of Silver, the moon goddess Selûne. As long as I keep channeling her power, this inn stays uncursed. A defense to your offense. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
The blessing falls uneasily over your tainted body. You can't help but dream. To kill her would destroy all of last light. You yearn for it so deeply.
It hurts. Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. No, I cannot. I simply impart the blessing. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself.
The Absolute. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you...
Time to go, Isabel.
With Isabel dead, the whole sanctuary will be flooded with blood. A far finer future than her taken alive.
Time to move.
Fuck yes. Under their noses. Try something else.
Come along, Isabel.
May the gods take you first.
What's the plan? Heading there.
You'll make excellent first. Tekura! Tekura!
Yes.
Keep guessing. All right, Karlak. It's go time. Close ranks.
I won't give in.
Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Let's hope your cunning is as... You're the key to all of this. You'll have time for irrelevance when you're dead. No mercy. For Keth...
I bet they're close. Watching us.
You mean to reach Moonrise? And I've orders to help you. The path to the towers is drenched in blackness so deep even a torch cannot quell it. Yet the cultists have found a way to move freely. A cultist convoy crosses the land as we speak. I've readied an ambush. Say the word, and we fly. Splendid. Harper's with me.
Keep steady. We're closing in.
Looks like there was a struggle here.
Perfect spot for an ambush. Get into position.
every day, my queen. Your followers are legion.
Go. We'll wait for your signal.
Your faithful stand ready, Majesty. Soon we'll march. Soon the world will bow to you.
Here, we're boss. Something moved up there. Want me to drag it out?
Stay in the light! They do not go into the dark!
Didn't figure something as big and ugly as you for a coward.
No! They will not go into the dark! Enough! Stop! They will not become shadows! They will not feed the curse! Forgive me, my queen, but I had to. Before the dark got any stronger. We will carry your light, Majesty. We are happy to serve.
The hells are you waiting for?
Heretics! Blasphemers! Kill them all!
Let's go.
I fear neither shadow nor death.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Guard against the darkness! At very least, for every beast we slay, the shadows spill two more.
God, why so we hit the cult where it hurts.
The lantern gives off a chilly glow, protecting all in its vicinity from the surrounding shadows.
Incredible magic. I can feel the light lifting the shadows. even those within me. Be safe and be brave. We expect no less.
You notice a tiny pixie trapped within. These fey creatures were well known among druidic circles for both their playful hijinks and malicious trickery.
Oh, please! Oh, golly me, oh my! You must release me or I'll die. This lantern only lights the way when I am hurting night and day. My pixie dust is bright as day. My injuries can light the way.
Quite clever. And cruel, of course. But creatively so.
My name is Dolly Thrice. Now won't you free me from this vice? It would be my pleasure, truly. Once I'm freed, I'll help you duly. I dare not name it, newfound friend. The faintest touch could spell my end. Son of a... No! Stop, please! Takes my light to protect from the curse. Whatever you wish.
Finally! Been trapped in that coffin with no one but a mad rider and my own farts for company.
Did me a good turn there, didn't you? What do I owe you?
As you catch the tiny thing between only a finger and thumb, the hope she had all flickers away. Would you be happy if you were freed from yourself?
My dogs are barking. Can we rest? My engine. We need to catch up with Damon. See if he's thought of a way to fix this thing. If it can be fixed. I'm sure we will. You leave your left flank wide open. If I'm ever not around to cover it, you may find yourself on the wrong side of a goblin spear one of these days.
This dark land must be filled with the perfect preying ground for a devil who offers a way out for those who sign on the dotted line. I hope we end up seeing our friend Raphael down here somewhere. Help me find him, and you'll find out. When I was taken to his house, I was caught off guard. But now I know what to ask for. All in due time. But I'm sure he'll turn up at one point or another.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the Grove. I commend your efficiency.
The hurt runs deeper than she's willing to show you.
The voice of the Absolute.
Strong beneath the resilient veneer, a touch of fragility. She needs comfort.
Of course. It just doesn't stop. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through.
something I've been wanting to share with you, if now's a good time. It's difficult to put into words. Use the tadpole. The connection. Come into my mind. I'm sure. I trust you. I don't remember how it started. Only how it ended. I was fleeing. She asked my name. I can't remember what I said. I can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shah. It hurts. That's all I remember.
You remember that it is common amongst Selûne's followers to send their children into the woods alone, a rite of passage to find their way home. Perhaps this one has gone awry.
You're reading too much into things. A childhood bauble. Just because Selûnites claim something doesn't mean they own it. Normally I'd agree. But with you, it's getting easier by the moment. Very serious of you. But go ahead.
Hello.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The dead of the Emerald Enclave. They lay here ever since their war against Ketheric Thorm. Dark justiciars who fell long ago in service of Shah and Ketheric Thorm.
toll house, surely.
There might be something useful in there. Seized goods and the like.
It seemed so close. But that was long ago. You should leave now.
Forget it. It's blocked from behind.
Report to the tollmaster. Pay the toll.
Cheese from the Dale lands. Or what's left of it.
Look at it. Look at it all. Mine. Mine! What do you bring? I require good. You can pass, but first you must pay. If you cannot pay,
I'm heating up. Down the hatch.
you will not be forgiven.
Talk to me. Strike hard, strike fast.
Take no more.
Get it. It's blocked from behind.
Absolute. Its power is strong here.
Playtime's over. So, perk up your ears. You and the pup have a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. Questions! You're wasting... Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. You either mount a quick rescue, or you condemn Will to an eternity sizzling in the hells. Sounds like an easy choice to me.
Zora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash? Incredible. Fine. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or... Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
You recall an old incantation from a children's story, said to void a devil's contract. Abi diabole et nunquam redi.
Never. Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soulbearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, get to Moonrise and do...
What's that? That sign above. This must be a brewery. Or distillery.
I could use a drink after wandering these ruins.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
My apologies. Welcome back, true soul. What news?
You'll find Z'rell in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Let's hope this Z'rell likes what we have to say.
Praise the Absolute.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you. Through the main doors.
I will not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
If I had been given drow warriors instead of goblin trash!
Oi! What?
You scrag!
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
Let me make sure I understand this. You're claiming that General Thorm gave you the wrong soldiers?
Yes. No!
You blame the Absolute's Chosen for your failure?
Of course it is not the General's fault.
Whose then?
Your mind extends outward and grasps at nothing. In Ketheric's place, you feel an absence. No psionic power. No tadpole at all.
The goblins!
You lot. And what would you do?
They are put to death.
True. Ultimate failure must earn Night Warden Minthara, your crime is incompetence and your sentence.
No!
Make her passing slow, Disciple Z'rell. Be creative.
As the General's attention shifts to you, a memory stirs. A memory of this room, and his voice raised in anger.
I'm surprised to see you again, true soul. You are here to assist and not to meddle, I trust.
I would remind you that while in my halls, you obey me, just as you would any other chosen. What say you about our Minthara? It is fitting that one mad dog should judge another. A pity, then, that her faith... Take her below...
No!
Bye-bye,
What?
You...
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again. Dispose of the rest. Or better, I'm sure the results will...
Of course, my lord. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish.
Dreams came. My brothers had dreams too.
I will not be slandered!
The facts suggest otherwise.
If I had been...
Oi!
Use!
Enough!
A blast of metal.
Let me make...
Yeah.
You blame... Of whose then?
Zarel's mind is a steel trap, but you cautiously ease your way in. You just need to shift her focus a little.
I'm being unkind. Anyone might have struggled with such imperfect tools. Goblins are prone to failure.
Yes. It's the goblins' fault. They failed you, General. Not me.
General?
Take Minthara below. Someone will have to consider her fate.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
Bye-bye, princess.
And the goblins, General?
You, true soul. You have seen what these creatures are capable of, and you have seen their inadequacy.
You know I'm loyal! Tell him!
Enough! True Soul, tell the General how the goblins served our cause.
Thank you. I'm glad someone noticed.
I'm sure they were very enthusiastic. But zeal without efficacy is for children, not servants. We are too close to the ending and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No! You creaking old bag of shit! I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an
Try again.
No.
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, let us take advantage of our surprising get. I'm sure the results will send a clear message to the troop.
Of course, my lord. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Do. Have here in the seat of the Absolute's power. You're a...
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Oh, praise the Absolute!
Your merciful streak will be the death of us one day. Let's hope Zarel won't be too angry.
In another lifetime, you were greeted in this throne room like a god, not the living wreck you are now. Your disgrace has something to do with this Ketheric.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! No! Please! Oh.
Done. Nice and neat. Now, let's report to the lovely Zarel.
In another lifetime, you were greeted in this throne room like a god, not the living wreck you are now. Your disgrace has something to do with this Ketheric. You yearn to flay him until he forgets himself, as you have. With difficulty, you banish the pooling evil that bewitches your quivering limbs. Perhaps parts of you were scattered in this spire. Time to knit yourself together.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn more about his power.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciple Zarel?
Everyone.
Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul.
The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across a pool of warmth spreads through your mind as she settles on...
Oh, I like you. That was inventive and efficient. Your confidence is I can see why the Absolute might be hungry to dig deeper into that mind of yours. I certainly am.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes. Tasting every emotion soaks into her mind's palate. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith. There is a tremor of shared ecstasy as she finds a mirror to her own desire.
Perfect. You crave what all true souls should, to be touched by the Absolute. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my... And the best way to do that is to...
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
Indeed. The Absolute's love for him has made him more than mortal. He is unstoppable.
You feel her presence in your head again.
The Absolute's blessings have far greater value than any price you could name. Be wise. Obey. There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most... The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find. But we have lost contact with him. Go there. Aid Balthazar if you can. And death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters. It is something that General Thorm desires.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
The relic must hold, to be of such importance. General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it. And I accompanied him. It was destroyed shortly. Hardly a surprise. We're protected here, but outside the shadows are hungry. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. Take one from Balthazar, but don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets
prisoner.
Minthara Bay.
We will take it from you soon.
Murdered someone in view of a guard. Perhaps unsurprisingly, you're under arrest.
I expected to be greeted as a hero. But the wretches imprisoned me. And tried to tear my mind apart. I didn't think anyone would come for me. Agreed. I will pretend the interrogators finished their work, and feign obedience. They will think me a thrall. Lead the way.
Minthara is supposed to be in a cell. You have some explaining to do. You avoided a fight this time, but bullying your way out of Moonrise is a risky proposition.
Death is merely delayed. We will return and kill them all.
Won't I? You're mistaken, surely. I am not. But we've seen...
Enjoy the view. This feels like a trek all the way to the Sea of Swords on a clear day. If this place ever gets a clear day.
It is impossible to keep a garment clean down here.
You'll find it all the harder once we're off on the march.
If you think I'm walking all the way to Baldur's Gate without a litter...
Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family will understand eventually.
Not if you keep them lips clamped together.
Brothers. Sister. Wait with me while we...
One soul. Of many thoughts. One mind.
I will follow you to freedom, not into greater peril. I will...
It is not your time yet, Blessed. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
We must leave. Now. Lead the way.
Halt!
Deal with them, or I will.
We heard she'd been escorted from her cell. Not that she could leave the tower.
The General ordered that she be repurposed, not freed.
Creatures like her don't understand the concept of loyalty.
I last left Moonrise as a commander in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice. Now I leave as an exile.
The artifact connects with her, pulling your minds together and showing her all that you have seen. The prism Your dream visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer...
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby? Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
Yes, he's drawing attention.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing. You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid. Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
What is that?
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now. With a soft sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Careful. In future, you can't just stick your hand in every strange hole you come across.
Just a pinch of... hallucinogen.
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
What's hiding here?
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
This night song sounds like the source of Ketheric's immortality.
That name. Not the first thing you'd think to call an artifact of the Absolute.
Maybe we can turn it against Ketheric, or destroy it.
Assuming we can find it, anything that powerful will be protected.
That will fit in my pack. A ritual circle. Looks like it was used. Moon lanterns.
The disc is formed from slate and engraved with Githyanki writing. The symbols are striking to look at, but you aren't sure what they mean. Without a cipher or primer to aid you, the disc's message could be near impossible to discern. You should take the disc to Lae'zel.
Are these Githyanki markings? Lae'zel might know.
Bad behavior caught this guard's eye. What do you have to say? You've convinced them, for now.
Dreamscape. My brother. Same as me. They wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family will answer. Eventually.
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. She's a half-devil. Impossible to read. I wouldn't have given her the time of day, but even I needed a laugh once in a while. What can I say? The bitch had good jokes.
Enough chatter. Your friend gave me 3 soul coins, said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? This could come in handy. I'll explain later. Away from prying ears. But trust me, you'll be into it.
Sure. But for every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. You want the coins or not? First coin's got the soul of a woman named Maveri. She was born to a cruel mother, and a violent father, and 3 evil brothers, all named Balder. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate. Struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Maveri. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now.
Thanks, I guess.
Sure you will. This one has got the soul of a man named Frakes. Lived in a village near Neverwinter. Hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help. Prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered. Made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
He should have known. Better to die 1,000 deaths than let Zariel into your life.
Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ongir. 8 years old. He liked playing in the sun with his friends. That's all I know.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and this slip of scratch.
Well, thanks, Flo. Hearing a bunch of desperate horror has ruined my day, which I suppose was the point.
You got 3 soul coins out of the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I were you. I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand. Better hope you can handle what I've got.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens. Fuck yes. Now
Where do you hail from?
The payday gold in my pouch is clinking. Say hey for the pub. A single thought is what I'm thinking. Say hey for the pub. Same as you. See your wink.
Looks like a hospital.
Good news for us. There could be some useful potions inside.
Here to see the doctor? Are we poorly? Are we desperately poorly? Oh, not so well. But well enough to wait. Join the line, and you will be seen. Yeah, join the line. You will be seen. A most impatient patient. The doctor will down to the thing.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
The objective of the Scalpel Sisters is to soothe. For the scalpel indeed is an extension of Shah. See how the patient reacts when I but stroke the right nerve. Hear its comfort, hear the very melody of mercy. Pray, sister, show us the extent of your beneficence. Stop. Stay your hand, for it slaps where it should stroke. We can hardly hear the patient's sighs of solace. Perhaps it is our unexpected audience that makes you quiver. Come, step forward. You are no sister, but that matters none. Every student is welcome. Behold, sisters, the very face of ignorance. Go on, acquaint the face of
absence.
Absent. It is the scalp.
A stinging truth, but a truth nonetheless.
See? What is the light of eyes but the cancer that causes one to witness the laceration of being? If light is the symptom, then darkness is the cure. For in light there is presence, but in darkness there is absence.
In light is presence.
But you, look how the succor of Shah eludes you. See how painfully present you remain. We do not wish to see you suffer so. Let us cure you.
The sisters' blades are bloodied and dull. Only the most measured hand could make a clean incision. You remember a Sharon maxim. Go forth and sow doubt, but do not compel it, for only the willing may know the lady's embrace.
Only the willing may know the lady's embrace. You know her teaching well. And yet these sisters must exercise how to proceed. I wonder. I see now. By example, I must edify and quell the light that blinds us. Come, sisters, soothe me.
The great cure. He was cured.
Dark Justiciars slain in battle. They must have a stronghold nearby, or a temple.
Our hero thought but of treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead. Through the dark he went creeping, and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which he himself fed.
Ooh, spooky.
Merely protecting my... I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way. I thought it an... Oh. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. Prepare you for your role. There is a stage down in the dark upon which a great drama has suspended itself in time.
Its actors dwell there still, mired in the languor of their long, tired scenes. If you, however, through the dark, go creeping and awake what is sleeping, chances are many more graves than yours alone will soon be fed. Very well. There is a creature that lurks in silence and shadow. A creature who, like me, is very much of the infernal persuasion. Should it make its way out through the very doors you are about to brazenly swing open, you'll have unleashed a pestilence upon this realm. In truth, it is carnage incarnate. So if you meet the devil of which I speak, kill it. Consider no other course of action. This creature and I go back a long way. I admit it...
What are we talking here? Lemur? Pit Fiend? Orthon?
Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot. Listen here, Pipsqueak. Do not underestimate. Strike first, strike true, defy the odds, for they are...
Wait. Before you go, I have a proposal of my own.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business, devil. My old... Well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
It's something of great importance to your master. But is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I can give you all the gory details, and I will, once the beast that lurks below is vanquished and sent back to the hells.
What's not to like? We kill some horrible beastie, and I get what I want in return. Everyone's happy. Except the beastie.
Then we have an understanding. Scars often tell such wonderful stories.
Dark justiciars who fell long ago in service of Shah and Catherick Thorn.
Attempts to restrain Lady...
Me, Zirel, Minthara, whoever you are, leave. I shall carry out General Form's will alone. Not wanted. Not needed. Leave.
Here lies Melodia Thorm, beloved wife and mother. E Amiel Telere Manon here.
Bones everywhere. Someone's been engaging in dark rituals here.
good to be alive. Hey ho.
What's next?
Must lug my guts through this hell.
An open tomb. Empty. Not ominous in the slightest.
Ketheric, helming a Sharan army. He's hiding his own past, just as he's keeping pieces of yours. Ketheric, helming a Sharan army. He's hiding his own past, just as he's keeping pieces of yours.
Nothing. It must have been disarmed. That's the symbol of Merkel. That might be worth a look. Couple turns should do it.
There's more to this place. I'm sure of it. Lady Shah's presence is near.
Ketherick, helming a Sharan army. He's hiding his own past, just as he's keeping pieces of yours.
Disc must be the way forward.
Where will it bring us, though? Structure, going by the design.
Shah, singer of eternal night, protector of the lost and forgotten. Cross from light into darkness. Give your life to the shadows. Offer your pain to Shah's embrace. Hear the night song. The answer lies in darkness.
Must not be caught, must not be tricked. Only loss awaits the unworthy. Welcome, child.
Is that sharp?
Follow my voice and prove your worth.
The Dark Lady's path lies in darkness. Perhaps that is how I can proceed.
In darkness, beauty is equal and wealth unseen.
I smell a trap.
Let's have a look. Do like it down here. It's nice. Homey.
Feed your bodies and rest your minds. Lady Shah needs her warriors strong and ready.
Word that comes to mind.
Unworthy. Unworthy to walk among friendly bones. Leave! Talking of you, intruder, invader, unworthy one. These will try it. A lot more guts than you'd expect. A lot more.
A place of offering to the Dark Lady. May she embrace the entire world.
A pleasurable shiver runs down your spine. You feel as if you've unburdened a troubling thought and forgotten it forever.
You kill many, but many remain. Stop! Spare our lives or face my teeth and claws. Every little death fills my head with more thoughts. It's too much, too painful. Kill one more of us and you will pay. There are treasures. Useless to us now, but once they had value. Me, keep your word and we will reveal them to you. An ordinary rat alone. Some remember turning away from the sun. Some remember donning a black cloak. But we all remember a name. Lethindor. We share who he was. It shouldn't be. We should be one long dead. Instead, we are many. Scurrying. We are just crumbs of a life. Harmless, and you better be true to your word. I am small, but we are many. Now,
You dog. Come closer. Now. You prowl my battleground. Why? Are you friend? Foe? Thieving scavenger?
You find yourself in a dead, putrid skull, somehow hosting a tadpole amongst a squirm of maggots. Another presence lurks within, manipulating the corpse like a puppet.
A friend. An uninvited friend. I do not request help. Did she now? Enter. I will see if I have any use for you. Stinking pile of ogre aftermath! The quakes herald the shadows. Trespasser. Merkel's fat lapdog.
Ready. Have to keep going.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Knees high.
Survival is all that matters. Breathe deep and move. Come on then.
Now this is my happy place.
I don't want to see any white marks on it.
Finally, we can talk face to face. Not just any true soul would have succeeded in following my path through this place. You should be pleased. General Thorm? Rubbish. Everything is at hand here. Z'rell merely envies the General's faith in me. I am in the midst of a grand strategy. But you're here now, and I may be able to put those limbs to work. You know what's at stake here, I take it.
It comes back to you. Balthazar headed a monastic order that controlled a place called Ankethran in the deserts of Kalimshan, but he is long dead from what you recall.
Yes, I decided to take his name for myself. After taking his rib bones. Suits me better, I think. But enough idle chatter. Keep to the matter at hand. You do know what's at stake here. Yes? Interesting. And private. Give me one reason why I shouldn't have my creations kill you right now, thief. I'll forgive your transgression. The Night Song is my finest creation. If I never exceed myself, I will still die happy. Not that I ever intend to do something as gauche as truly dying, of course. Now, given your prying, the Night Song lends the General his strength, his invulnerability. It must be recovered before his enemies attempt to exploit it. And spoil the surprise? I think not. But let's just... Words, even my words, are woefully... I do not need you or your help. The Night Song is close, but the way is barred, and Shah's dead are uncooperative. Clear the path for me by blade, cunning, or whatever it takes. I will remain here until you have succeeded. Or fallen.
I'd trust this gas bag about as far as I can throw him, which isn't far. But perhaps better to play along, for now.
Flesh to aid you on your way. Ring this bell, and he will come. My brother is no intellectual powerhouse, but he is strong, loyal, and punctual. Should a fight turn against you, remember the bell. My creations need tending to. This one's broken. He once tormented me as a youth, lifetimes ago. Now he serves me forever. No rest for you yet, Mikan. You will serve me until I am satisfied.